not a facto, pterodactyl when I micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need...
Alright guys, Ian Anderson from Central Coast Disc Golf, and we're joined by the legend himself, John Haug. Say what's up, John.
Ian, I am so glad to be here with you and the Central Coast crew, and so glad we have a chance to show off these great players and these great courses.
Yeah, these courses you designed these courses, correct?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yeah, I kind of did a lot. So you have Haug Design. You guys also do Circle Productions as well?
Circular Productions is the parent company, yep.
Oh, cool. All right. Why don't you tell us a little about the courses and how they came to be?
Well, we're now looking at Selah Ranch, two wonderful courses that went in around 2010. Selah Ranch is a Christian resort, and the only real activity out there is disc golf. And if you believe DG Course Review, Selah Lakeside has been #1 rated in the world for 5 years, and Creekside, not too far behind it, still in the top 10.
Cool.
And for this tournament, we also used two great courses just about 20 minutes away at Trey Texas Ranch called Trey Deuce and Texas Twist.
Okay, cool. All right, what's the best way to get a hold of you for any course design consultation or whatever?
Oh, I didn't know we got to do a little promo here.
Yeah, please.
We'd be happy to hear from anyone, and the best email address is contact@haukdesign.com.
Perfect. Well, judging by these courses, you do a great job, and I know we just watched Worlds out at on one of your courses at W.R. Jackson.
Yes, it's been a good year for us.
Yeah. So we got the AM Worlds doubles up today. We got Bates Hopkins, Luke Humphreys against two here. We got Johnny Wade and James Gauthier, and we're starting off in the final 9 holes here. We're playing 3 different types of doubles, and we're on hole 1, starting off with best disc, John. Is that correct?
Best disc, where you both play singles. And 2 primary ways to play this particular hole. One is down this top gap and then off to the left. 2 big shots can get you an eagle. Most people are going to play their drive off to the right out by the short tee.
Uh-huh.
And you want to put your second shot right about there. And then if you can get your third shot up by the basket, which sits on a peninsula surrounded by creek on 3 sides.
Oh, wow.
3 good shots that way, and you're looking at a birdie 4 on this par 5.
Cool. All right. We got, I believe this is Luke Humphreys up first. He's taking that Heiser line you were talking about. Ooh.
Didn't quite make it.
No.
But best disc, you play your own disc all the way through, take the better the better score for each hole.
Okay, cool. That was Bates Hopkins, and that's a little wide, John?
Little bit. He should have some kind of line there. If a perfect drive, you'll be sitting just in the neighborhood of the short tee. You'll actually see the tee pad.
Okay. I believe this was James Gauthier.
Yeah, he cut in a little early. He's going to have a couple trees to deal with.
Okay. And last up, we got Johnny Wade. Looks like he's lining up that Heiser line.
Yeah, Johnny's actually
Whoa.
taken the third option, which is the big wide hyzer.
Huh.
He's going to make the hole a lot longer, but he stays out of trouble on that drive.
Interesting. That's something I really liked about W.R. Jackson. I think it's kind of one of your signatures is multiple ways to play a hole, John. I really like that a lot.
Yeah, thanks. I really think that strategy and course management should be part of the game as much as possible.
Absolutely. That was a pretty good second shot right there. We're looking at Johnny and his second shot.
Right, so there's the short tee, and he's going to be a little left and a little short of where he wants to be. That extra distance is catching up with him, but they'll be playable from there.
Okay. Bates with his second shot. I believe it nicked a tree, but fought through pretty well. As you can see, finish there.
Yeah, it's hard to see. There are some really good clean lines through here, but if you don't get your drive where you want to be, you're going to be scrambling a little bit from there.
Uh-huh. That was Johnny. This is Luke. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good place to be. Well outside the circle, but one thing about this format.
Ooh.
Even though you're both playing your own disc all the way through, there really is a lot of double strategy to it as far as, when you go for it and when you play safe.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people don't think about with that format. It's not, don't see it played too much, but it's a really interesting format.
And that just about did the trick.
Yeah, it just came a little bit short there for Johnny. We got Bates, a little forehand upshot here.
That's nice.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the basket there. Johnny, or sorry, this is James.
Yeah. That needs to sit. There is creek over on that left side.
Do you think he stayed dry, or?
That is probably on the borderline, but I'm going to guess dry.
Okay. Good forehand upshot right there from Bates. We're looking at Johnny. Not quite. I believe that would have been for a birdie as well.
Yeah, this hole, as you can see, plays tough, but for these guys on top of this tournament, you really want to get a birdie here.
Yeah. That was Johnny cleaning up a par, I believe. We got Bates. Oh, dang it. Could be taking a par. And Luke, I believe this is also for a 5. So, tough hole there to start your day, John.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, if you don't get that drive where you need it to be, it's going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
But this is the lead card of the Amateur World Doubles Championships. Maybe a little nerves going on hole 1.
Yeah, probably some of their first times on camera. The camera nerves are real. I can attest. We're going from a very long hole to a pretty short hole, John.
Yep, and a very symmetrical hole. There is. We're looking at the righty hyzer route here. The lefty hyzer route is just about identical to it, and you just want to get past this last row of trees, and there's your target.
Perfect. Bates, throwing that hyzer line talked about.
Yeah, a little tight and a little short.
Mm-hmm. Have a look at it, though.
He will have fun.
Yeah. Luke.
Yeah, making sure he's high enough. And about perfect.
You can't do much better than that unless you put it in. Johnny?
Yeah, takes the low option.
Huh.
And come a little deep.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the left skip you wanted there. James? Taking
That actually looks pretty darn nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Not quite. Caught a tree toward the end there.
Yep, just a little bit short before you hyzered in there. James for 2. Not so much. Let's see if Johnny can pick him up here.
Very nice.
Yeah, solid spin putt from Johnny. Bates giving it a run. His partner was parked, but not going to use it.
Didn't even need to, and of course, once one of them gets a 2, the hole is over, and we're moving on to the third hole.
Way to steal his buddy's thunder right there.
Yeah, well, they pick up each other's slack.
For sure.
So the third hole is hole 12. This is a par 4. Little tight off the tee here. You want to finish right, and then it's up the hill, past the hay bales, and there's depending on where your drive lands, 2-3 ways to get up to this pin. Mm-hmm. So most of what you want to do is get a little to the right and a little up the hill on your drive. Make that approach shot a little easier on you.
Cool. Sounds good. Let's see how these guys attack it. Looks like Luke is up first. Going roller here, John?
I do believe that was,
yeah.
Clearly that was his intention, and that's a pretty nice shot. It's going to leave a relatively easier up and down, but never a gimme, but he's in good position.
Nice. Bates is following that line, but no roller. Well, a little tiny cut roll anyway. Looks like we got James up next. That looks good, John.
Yeah, he kept it very high and very right, so he's actually just about pin high. He'll be pretty happy there.
Nice. See if Johnny can improve on that one at all.
Didn't quite get the flex.
Yeah. Bates. Second shot, trying to get in on this green.
Getting on that back door. It looks like, oh, very clean, and looks to be in the circle.
Yeah, just a little comebacker putt for him. Johnny?
Pretty much the same line. Caught a branch.
He's still putting, though.
Yep.
And James, going forehand.
Yeah, a little wider route available with the forehand there.
Yeah, it looked a little more open for sure.
And that really was a great drive. Oh, too bad he couldn't convert, but still makeable.
Yeah, definitely. Johnny for 3. Another good putt from Johnny.
Yeah, that's two very solid back-to-back putts.
Yeah.
Boom.
Same for Bates.
Well done by these guys, and just in time, because the next 3 holes we will be playing the worst shot format.
I can't wait to watch this, John. It's always pretty entertaining.
And this is pure, unadulterated, 100% worst shot. You both have to make the putt, and every time you both throw, the other team will help you understand which lie is worse, and you go from there.
Nice.
So typically you would play this hole out over the water and want to bring it back to the right. I think since it's worst shot, we may see people trying to throw the safe wide hyzer.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that. Hard to get to the basket that way, but easier to avoid the water.
Oh, that's some solid strategy right there from Bates. Although it looks like he hung it out pretty wide there, John.
He was very wide, got the tree there, and that's actually going to be a challenge to get up and down from there.
Yeah, he was quite far from the bucket. Bates threw the forehand, though, and that should be an easy par. Johnny?
Well, they're not going to get to use that one.
You're right, thank you.
Yep. Oh, my goodness, that is not the way you want to play the safe shot.
Wow.
So, and now that his partner's in the water, James just needs to throw something out there safe, because we know which one's going to be the worst.
That is true, sir.
That's a tough way to go there.
Yeah.
So yeah, these guys they both have to make a good shot here, and then they're both going to need to hit the putt. So that needs to sit. Yeah, that'll be makeable.
Yeah, Luke gave him a little bit longer run than Bates.
Yeah.
So this is going to be James with a third shot, though, right?
I do believe. Yeah, they were OB. So.
Yeah.
And again, that second one, you just want to get it close. Now let's see if we can. Got the first one. Don't pick up the mini.
That's a tough instinct to halt.
Yes, it is.
Let's see if Luke can get that 3 for the team. Oh, well done.
That is a very nice par save.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, 2 good up shots and 2 good putts. Which it turns out is what you need in worst disc. How funny. I like this. It's unique, John. It's fun to watch.
It is, and if there's ever a team that has one stronger player and one weaker player, this format will reveal it.
Oh, that's very true.
So, all right, next hole, hole 14, the 4th hole of our final. Take actually a look off to the left. It's a lot bigger and wider off there on the left side. This is a par 4 in worst shot format. This is going to be a hole you are going to be very happy with a par. Even if you hit the sweet spot on the landing area, you're still going to have a bunch of trees to negotiate.
Yeah.
And if you don't get the drive where you want, you're almost certainly going to be scrambling the whole way.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to see some pretty creative disc golf on this hole, especially on worst disc. But a really cool looking hole, and let's see how they attack it. Looks like Luke is up first with going forehand.
And that is pretty aggressive for worst shot. There is another alley over there on that far right side where you get a good look at the basket, but it's tough to get there.
Bates, they look to be pretty close to each other.
Yeah, they're pretty close, but I think they're going to be behind one of those bigger trees there. Same thing there with James.
Yeah. Johnny can do it at least as well.
Yeah, well, he could throw a perfect drive at this point, and it's...
He did, didn't he?
in any other format, he would be very happy with that drive.
Oh, no. Well, here he is, hoping he can do it again on the second shot. Oh, no.
Yeah, without hitting one of those two landing areas, they're going to have to just try to find the line and see if they can get it close. And I don't think in this format they're even looking to put it under the basket. They just want to get it close and see if they can come out of here with par.
Mm-hmm. Bates going forehand with his second shot. A little short.
Tough lie, real close, but one nick and one solid hit.
Ooh.
And Luke just wants to not do any worse. That far left side, actually, that'd be a good place to be on your drive, but not where you want to be after two.
Yeah, looking at third from Bates. If it stops rolling, it's makeable for both of them. Hopefully Luke can get close as well.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, these guys could be looking at another nice par save.
Yeah. James throwing a little forehand up here. It's makeable, but we'll see.
It is makeable.
Yep. Johnny. Not the McRae variety.
Ooh.
That's
No. Not the McRae variety.
not so much.
Okay, so that one, when the first one doesn't go, you just want to make sure you put that second one underneath. Sometimes people forget and get a little too aggressive. But that was nice. That was a really nice scrambling par there.
Yeah. And it looks like Johnny and James are going to take fives here. I believe, anyway. Yeah, it's two back-to-back bogeys for them, unfortunately. And the Barrel Bombers are taking a two-stroke lead here. It's going to take us to hole 6, which is really hole which, John?
15.
Oh, 15? Okay. Tell us about
Just under 300 feet. There's primary righty hyzer, primary lefty hyzer, and then a wide route each way. So they've got some choices. And again, in worst shot, I would expect them to play something a little safer, but again, I'm wrong.
Oh, man. A tree hit there for Bates. Luke put up a good rip here, but it doesn't matter.
No, and again, in singles or one of the other doubles formats, he'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Johnny and James can do. Johnny is up first.
Same tree.
It's a popular one.
It is, and there's a very wide righty hyzer available to him that I'm a little surprised nobody took, but now they've got to make two good up shots, and oh goodness,
They made one bad one so far, so this one really doesn't even matter.
yep, rapid fire for Johnny.
That is so interesting. Luke, little forehand up here. Get right. Okay.
Like that.
And Bates looking to follow suit. Oh.
I'm telling you that I don't know if that's disc golf pressure or camera pressure or both, but these guys need to step it up just a little more at this point.
Yeah, Johnny left that upshot pretty long, it looked like. Here is Luke looking for the par, but not going to happen. So Bates will just be laying up then, right? Yep.
Yes. Just get it up there.
And we got James makes the putt, but now the pressure is on Johnny.
Boom.
Wow.
They're sticking tough.
They are. That's a good 4 save. And there is, I believe, a 4 as well for these guys. Yeah.
There you go. All right, so good news. Now we will switch formats for the final 3 holes. And the bad news, all 3 holes have lots of water. And 2 of them have a re-tee, including this hole. 777, you put your drive over the water. It is a par 5. You have your choice to bite off as much as you want.
I like that.
And if you get Sorry?
Also, I really like that aspect of it.
Right, and if you get a big drive, you can actually get to the basket in 2. You've got to go over this little inlet again.
Oh, wow.
But it is doable. Of course, most people will at least have one of their drives a little extra safe, and if you go a little too long on that drive, then you're going to have to deal with the tree line on your second shot.
Oh, gotcha.
Ooh.
Oh. So he doesn't get to take it from there, right? So you said it's a drop zone, or is it re-tee?
It's re-tee.
Re-tee, okay.
Yeah, so Luke wants to make sure he's good and safe on that one, and he is.
Yeah, well done for him. James?
Going to go aggressive on the first drive. That is well over the water. And just going to have just a little bit of tree to deal with on that second shot.
Cool. Johnny?
So that gives Johnny the green light.
Put a good rip on that one.
Yes, it is. These guys are good. You know, most of the guys who do well at this event are soon to turn pro.
Yeah. Kind of cool to see. Looking at Bates' second shot.
Now, these guys are not really in a position to go at the pin, so they just want to get a good second shot out at that peninsula, leave them about probably 250 to the basket if they're successful with that second shot.
Okay. It looks like Luke is lining up something. Uh-oh. That one's getting wet. Or not?
People do play across the water there sometimes.
Huh.
I'm not sure that was his intention. But in either case, they won't be taking that one.
No? Okay. That was James. Turn that forehand over a little too much. Let's see if Johnny can improve on their lie. Wait, what? Oh.
I'm not sure what happened here, actually, Ian. I mean, it looks to me like they threw from 2 different lies.
It does, doesn't it? Interesting.
Johnny actually played that across the water shot there, and too much on it went OB. So.
Okay. Well, it looks like they
will take James' shot, and that's a nice up from there.
Okay. I guess they kind of just robbed themselves of a throw, basically. But
I would assume that's how it got ruled.
yeah, interesting. All right, a good upshot right there. Should be a pretty easy 4.
Right, so these guys are now out on the peninsula where they want to be, and you would expect to get a little closer from there, I think.
Yeah.
So let's see what Luke can do.
Yeah, see if he can pick his partner up. Get over there. I bet that'll work.
It's nice little teamwork.
Yeah,
And your partner makes the approach, you make the putt.
I like it like that. Bates is a great putter so far. And same with Johnny.
Yeah, and very different styles, but both pretty effective so far.
Yeah. Going into hole 8, Barrel Bombers gonna still have 2-stroke lead over You Must Be Daddy, but there is somebody making a run from the chase card as well, John, right?
Yeah, there's a very strong team coming up from behind them. Adam Case and Ricky Ovate, who have come close to winning this event before, and they are within striking range by now.
Nice. Well, tell us about hole 8. Or I guess whatever hole it really
Two
is.
ways, yep. 17 normally, 2 ways to play it. That's the left to right shot, and well executed.
Wow.
Also right to left through that gap there. Obviously, you need to clear the water, which usually isn't a problem for these guys.
Yeah.
But you can see the water also back on the right side, so you don't want to be too far right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is definitely not going to be too far right.
Nope. A little safe, though. Going to be a longer putt than they wanted, I'm sure. With a safe shot, James can really run this one.
That looks very nice.
Oh, well done, sir. Wow. Again, John, I really love the 2-option hole. I think it's such a cool element. You don't see it in a ton of courses, a ton of holes. Big fan of that.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, back when I started playing, there was pretty much just one way to play every hole, and I personally got bored with some of them pretty quick. So
Yeah.
try to give players more to think about.
Yeah, huge fan of that. Huge fan of those nice birdies right there from the Barrel Bombers, and You Must Be Daddy. It's going to take us to the last hole of the final 9 here, John.
Hole 18 at Selah Creekside. 318 definitely reachable, but the basket sits out on the peninsula, 75 feet wide, and it sits on the crown, so it slopes down both ways to the water, and the water obviously in the front. So
what a cool finishing hole.
Yeah, it's really a great hole, and you can see that the wind has picked up a little bit. These guys are going to have to make some decisions. They're within a few strokes of each other, but they know there's somebody coming up from behind.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go safe with your first drive, or do you want to go for it twice? Hope you get one of them. And that right there is going for it.
Sure is. Luke gave that one a rip.
Needs to hold on. Let's see the flag.
Oh.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So looks like Bates is now thinking safe, and that is extremely safe.
What?
Wow.
That's like didn't even go towards the basket almost.
No, you want to get over to the short tee on the safe shot.
Yeah.
Leave yourself about 200 to the peninsula. Oh.
Yeah, James throwing one in the water. Let's see what Johnny does here. He's lining this up.
Yes, he is.
Because he knows he needs to run it, being a couple behind.
Oh, that needs to come back. Oh, and that's going to be a re-tee for these guys.
Oh, wow. So one of them's going to play safe this time. Wow.
Yeah, that's not too bad. You see that rock there is not too far. Oh, my God. Rapid fire. That rock there is not too far from the short tee, which is a pretty good place to be. But that's a much better place to be.
Wow, well done, Johnny. That should be a tap-in 4. Luke with their second shot.
Yeah, a better shot would put you about 200. These guys are probably more in the 260, 270 range here.
Yeah.
And with that wind, it's no gimme.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy par here. Let's see if Luke can make this putt. Wow.
You could just about see the wind lifting it up just a hair.
Yeah. You see it on Luke's shirt. Same spot.
Yeah, they really wanted to have that.
Because that would have effectively tied them for the lead, correct, John?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, ouch.
All right, let's finish it out, boys.
Yeah, I think James is a little bit done with this hole.
I think so. Johnny's still focused, though, and now they can take a break. So, yeah, we've got that's gonna do it for these guys. The chase card needs to come through and play this hole, and then they will still have the first hole to play. So that's how we finished, at least for these guys.
Okay. The Barrel Bombers taking it by 2, which I believe got them second place. Let's see. Do we have any footage of the winners here?
I think we have them. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. This is Adam, and this is to take a one-stroke lead with one hole to play for them.
Oh wow! Not a gimme putt.
Nope.
He's proving me right there. Ricky looking to get it. See if he can do his best Wysocki. No.
Not quite Wysocki.
No.
These guys will have one hole to play. They are currently tied, so they're going to need to go back to that first hole and get themselves a birdie to avoid sudden death. And as it turns out, Adam took that tight gap down the middle, made a great second shot out to the peninsula, put his third shot under the basket, and those are your champions from the chase card.
Wow, that's doing work from the chase card right there. Well done, guys. Cool. All right, John. Well, I think that's all we got. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Real pleasure to work with you guys. You are true professionals, and we really appreciate the opportunity. And here we got one last look at beautiful Selah Ranch, all the water, all the great golf, and it was I want to say one of the best years ever for the Amateur World Doubles Championships, thanks to the PDGA and Innova and those nice people at Houck Design.
Yeah, for sure. I would thank you guys so much for having us out. I've been hearing about these courses for so long, and it's so cool to actually see it on video, and it makes me want to go to Texas pretty bad, John.
Let me know when you're coming.
I'll meet you there, sir. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the Am World's Doubles Final 9. We got some highlight videos and some other videos coming up as well. John, thank you so much for coming on. It was a real pleasure having the course designer talk about his course. I think it's really neat.
Likewise, I really enjoyed it. Appreciate it. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you. All right, guys. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.